Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar session Employability Skill for Commerce Students. I had like to introduce today's presenter Arif MK Assistant Professor NAM College Kannur. I had also welcomed Dr. Bashir, Principal of this college, Dr. Nijad, the coordinator of the webinar. I had also extend my welcome to Srimati Deepa and other faculties of the department. A recorded version of this webinar will be available now. We had loved to hear from you, sir. For those of you just joining us, welcome. Thank you.
Dear guest of honor, Mr. Arif, HOD Deepa, Dr. Devadas, Mr. Nijad, dear colleagues and dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to know that the Department of Commerce is going now abreast of the times by organizing a webinar on employability skills for commerce students. I particularly appreciate Mr. Nijad, who has taken the initiative to arrange this informative and contemporaneous topic from the academic and job perspective. No doubt, skill development in sundry disciplines of the college is one of the primary objectives of the higher educational institutions. Knowledge is another important goal. In fact, the integration of knowledge and skill is the focus of college education. All skills are gained through constant practice. Now, when we speak about employability, the programs of college are selected by students with a view to getting an employment. It appears business is gaining momentum in marketplace after the coronavirus pandemic. There is a rush for commerce studies because of its job prospects in the international market. I know I should not go beyond my brief. I would therefore declare that this webinar by Mr. Arif, a research scholar from the NAM College, is open. Thank you.
Respected Principal Dr. Bashir Sir, this webinar speaker Arif Sir, PG Department of Commerce Head Dr. Devadas Sir, Dr. Nijad, my dear colleagues and my dear students. Today we had conducted a webinar on employability skills for commerce students. First of all, let me thank you sir for giving an informative and interesting class regarding employability skill for commerce students. We all know that at the earlier days our students are not bothered about employability or about next career, but now they have lots of opportunity to get wider informations to boost their skill regarding employment. Sir, you have done a great job and it gives our students to take stable decisions for their future. Thank you.
Respected Principal Dr. Bashir K, Mr. Devadas, Mrs. Deba, heads of the Department of Commerce, my friend Dr. Nijad, the coordinator of this webinar, other delegates, teachers, participants, and my dear friends. Good morning to one and all. First of all, I express my sincere gratitude to have such an opportunity with an elegant group to share certain ideas and information regarding the employability skills in commerce. Before I commence my talk, I would like to congratulate the organizers, the whole team members and faculty members of Department of Commerce, KMO, Arts and Science College, Kuduvalli, for conducting this type of student-centered program even during this pandemic period. This type of program will definitely help the students for building and molding a right career. Dear students, please utilize this type of session conducted by the department and collect valuable inputs according to your career requirement. As a person having background in the field of commerce, we should analyze the business scenario. The coronavirus pandemic has a lot of dark sides. That is, around the world, people get ill and die, the schools close, the healthcare system is overloaded, employees lose their job, companies face bankruptcy, stock market collapse, and countries have to spend billions and billions on bailout and medical aid. But even though you see the other side, no matter how serious and sad all this is, even though there are some upsides as well. With opportunities, I don't mean that the crisis provides extra business or extra earnings to the corporate world. But you see the changes. Even today's session we are conducting by using webinar. See the Zoom platform, virtual meeting platform, virtual teaching spaces. And you see the Amazon, which is planning to hire another 1 lakh employee even during this pandemic period. See the positive side rather than the negative. Then other opportunity for general people getting more time to spend with family, and here in the technological ground we may find the innovation, use of sophisticated technology, speed, and in short we can see a cleaner environment, use of sanitizers, masks, and totally we can see a cleaner environment. Then back to our topic. Today's topic of discussion, it is employability skills for commerce students. First of all, let me see and let's discuss the term employability. What is employability? The term employability, it is a word that can be used in different contexts with different meanings. Here, for some scholars, it is a set of achievements, skills, understanding, and personal attributes that makes graduates more likely to gain employment and be successful in their chosen occupation in total, which will benefit themselves, the workforce, the community, and the economy as a whole. But here, in short, we can say employability as an ability of a person being employable. Ability of a person being employable. That means ability to gain initial employment, ability to maintain employment, and obtain new employment if required. That is being capable of getting and keeping, fulfilling the work. That is the totality of employability. As we discussed, employability means it is a thing or it is ability of being employable. Then the focal point of discussion is why do we discuss the term employability for commerce students, especially for undergraduates and postgraduates in commerce? That is an important thing. The focal point of discussion is employability among commerce students. Some alarming facts made me to think to choose such a relevant topic for this particular webinar. Certain facts when I found even yesterday and today when I searched about the statistics regarding the employability among Bachelor of Commerce, I found that employability among Bachelor of Commerce graduates in India was about 40% in the beginning of 2021. A considerable drop is there from 2020. Even when I analyzed this thing with the engineering graduate, it was 30%. For commerce students, the employability it came like 40%, but in case of engineering graduates, it is just 30%. This based on the statistical research department figure published on March 12, 2021. Then another incident experienced by me during my teaching career when one of my friend was asked to give one manager for his venture to supervise and to run a business organization in the designation of manager. When I asked to my student regarding the post, the students they were not ready to apply for the job. Even they failed to appear for an interview as manager in a particular business organization with a fear that they were unable to perform the task as a manager. Then in addition to that, some of my friends were asked by different organizations to get some accountants for their organization as an example. Then the students they are supposed to do the accounting work after completing their graduation, but they are unable to perform the practical and the manual accounting task. When I analyzed the reason for this unemployability, I found a lot of reasons. The important among them that I found is the mismatch between what is required in the market and what is available with the candidate. What is available with the candidate or student after completion of their graduation, it is just a degree. Then the quantity is there in the form of marks. The quality is an important matter for job market. The employability is an important matter for job market. Whether they are able to perform the job, that is an important question. When we analyze the required part, we will get some skills that is to be given to the students during their course of study. In that skill, if we divide the total skill of the students in general, if we divide it into two parts, we will get two categories. One is hard skill and another is soft skill. If we divide the skill, we will get hard skill and we will get soft skill. Then I'm confining my discussion to the required hard skill and the required soft skill for commerce graduates. after completion of either BCom, BBA or MCom, the students are supposed to get certain number of hard skills and certain number of soft skill. Then if they fill the gap between the required and what they have, then obviously they will get success in the job market. Ultimately, they are supposed to sell themselves in the job market by way of correct composition of a quality product and with the proper mixture of place, promotion, etc. Then in case of hard skill, what is hard skill all about? It is all about job specific abilities of knowledge learned through education, experience or training. That is hard skill, that is required. Then regarding the soft skill, it is all about the character traits that positively affect how you work and interact with others. Okay, these are the two things and skills which are required to the students during their course of study. If they develop these two skills, both hard skill and soft skill, then obviously it is easy to sell them in the market as a product, a quality product. Then in connection with soft skill for a commerce student, we find a different designation for commerce students after completion of their BCom, BBA or MCom. Sizable number of opportunities are there for them in the market. Maybe either as a manager, assistant manager, administrator, then marketing manager, human resource manager, then accountant, either professional chartered accountant is there even if they complete chartered accountancy course. I'm talking about the commerce in general. Then tax practitioner's job is there. Then business consultant job is there, auditor's job is there, cost accountant job is there. Then a lot of other jobs are also there. Then I'm coming to the soft skill required in the private professional field. That includes the communication skill is an important soft skill required. Especially for a commerce student, if you look for a marketing executive job, even if just after completion of your degree you may get marketing executive or marketing assistant job, then a job for in the field of HR department, a job as assistant manager, a job as administrative assistant, then for this type of job you have to develop the communication skill in particular. Since the job is all about the presentation, the job is all about the communication, then the entitled job, it requires communication between the personnel working in your department. Then that is why I'm not focusing the each and every part in detail, but you see the individual part, communication skill. That means if you don't have this ability and capacity to communicate properly, you take necessary action to develop your communication skill. Then a lot of other things are there, like adaptability according to the changing situation, then be an active listener, and the problem solving skill and analytical skill is there. Then optimism, thinking about the positive thing rather than negatives, and the teamwork rather than individual work. Then be a beginner as initiative, as one among the soft skill quality, and the public speaking skill is considered as another item coming under soft skill. Then if you mix this all, whether it is communication, adaptability, listening skill, then problem solving skill, then optimism and teamwork, in addition to that the initiative and the public speaking is also there as a part of soft skill, then what is required in the market for the post of marketing department and a post in HR department, a post in administrative department or managerial assistant post, then so-called post, they are asking this type of soft skill and they are testing it during their interview process. So if you don't have this skill, develop in the beginning, develop this type of skill from now onwards or from today, what all things are needed and what all strategies to be used to develop your skill. That is why the SWOT analysis, you might have heard about SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities and threat analysis. Find out the strength, list out the weakness and exploit the market and find the opportunities in every challenges. That is the bigger thing. It is high time to develop this soft skill. It is not just after completion of your graduation. It is the right time since the faculty members and resource persons are available in your department. Then make use of them and develop what you are lacking, develop what you are having, and correct your mistakes and problem. Find what you have and what you are lacking, list out and develop according to that. Then as far as the hard skills are concerned, here the language skill is an important thing. Whether it is a commerce graduate or any other graduate, language skill is very important. Then in addition to that, the skills in the field of, especially in the field of commerce, it is the accounting skill. If your job is related to the accounting, then accounting skill it is very important. Then skill in the tax matters, it is all about the knowledge in the tax matters, it is very important. I'm talking in general. Remember the language skill as a general matter. Then for commerce student, the knowledge in accountancy is very important and skill in accountancy is very important. And skill in the tax matters in the sense including GST, goods and service tax. If you go abroad, then it will be VAT, value added tax. Okay, then in addition to that, then knowledge in computer for a commerce student, if it is accounting related job, then try to learn what the engine software, and if you want to go abroad then learn a foreign software, accounting software, either Tally as an Indian software, PhD or any other software as the foreign software. Then SAP is an advisable one for the job market. Then in addition to that, what all things you learned in as your BCom curriculum or as your MCom curriculum or BBA curriculum, you learn each and everything. Then depending upon the nature of job that you like, develop the extra skill required. My focal point is here the required soft skill is the required hard skill is the skill hard skill in the sense knowledge in different subjects, thorough knowledge in different subject and its practical application. Knowledge in financial accounting is not enough to excel in the job market, but skill to do the accounting work, then skill to do taxation work, then skill to audit the work, then skill to give cost accounting reports, then skills to manage a particular business organization, skills to make a business plan. These all are the general hard skills which are required for a commerce student. Then soft skill in general, it is needed, but you understand for a commerce student, since they are supposed to deal and lead the business entity, they are supposed to get more skilled than the other ordinary student in other field or different streams like humanities or science. They are supposed to, the commerce students are supposed to lead the entire organization. That's why this type of skills are needed to be developed during their course. The next one is some advisable courses and practices needed to do during your course are: first one is an internship program with an accountant, chartered accountant, or any other accountant, practicing accountant, and an internship program with a tax practitioner is also advisable. Learn the software Tally and SAP in addition to the normal work of accounting. Okay, then what is happening in the job market in the field of accounting and what you have learned by way of theoretical knowledge, it is entirely different. Then the advisable one, it is you spend your Saturdays or off days and spend with a chartered accountant or tax practitioner, then learn what is happening in the day-to-day business life. Okay, you might have heard about the journal entries. Suppose started business with cash rupees 10,000. Then as a commerce student, you may think that if you get a job in the job market as an accountant, then you may ask for a journal book, and you may think that it is this journal entry started business with the cash, a statement is going to get, and you are going to make such a journal book based on started business with cash account letter to capital account, and so on, etc. That is not going to happen. That is why a mismatch between what is required and what you have, it is an important problem for the candidates in the job market. That's why fill the gap so that you will get the employability. Then here an important fact that I mentioned in my discussion, it was the required and what you have, the filling the gap. So students, please find the gap and fill the gap based on your knowledge, based on your convenience. Okay, in addition to that, in order to increase the employability, I would like to mention 3-4 points in general. First of all, you see the entire syllabus of your BCom or MCom, then list out the subjects. Then based on the subject, choose one of your favorite subject, and if you choose a subject as favorite subject, it is not like other stream. You can find a job in that favorite subject, whether it is management, whether it is tax, whether it is accounting, whether it is business law, whether it is entrepreneurship and development, whether it is management accounting, whatever it may be the name of the subject, you can easily find a job in each subject, starting from the first subject you might have learned in the first year, that is management, till the end of the sixth semester, that is income tax and management accounting. If you excel in one subject, then automatically, if you love that subject and if you prepare for a job in that subject, then obviously you will get a job. Then first step, it is love a subject among a list of subjects. Then next one is find the available. Suppose if your favorite subject is management, if your favorite subject is law, if your favorite subject is accounting, then next one is find the available job in the market based on that subject. Okay, that is an important thing. Love the subject and search, find the job. If the finding the job, it is easy. You just see Wednesday's newspaper, then you will find the job title based on the subject. Suppose if it is manager, then management, then accounting, accountant, tax practitioner, tax consultant, then project consultant, etc. Then available job, after analyzing the available job, know the required competencies of that job. If it is manager, what all things are needed, then analyze it. Then after that, you assess what you have, what are the skills you have, your present competency, your present capacity. The next one is find the gap between what is required in the market based on your favorite subject and what you have to develop in addition to that. That you remember. Then next one is taking corrective action by way of appropriate plans, appropriate action plan should be made to correct and fill that gap. Then automatically you will get a job in the job market. Then in addition to that, if your intention is in teaching, your intention is in higher education, if your intention is in government organizations, then what is required for a job in the government sector, like for public service examination, like union public service examination, staff selection commission, regional rural bank, then general banks by way of IBPS examination as a probationary officer, then some other jobs in the Indian Army, then other common general jobs in railway recruitment board, then general job in India Post. These are some jobs in government sector. Then if your intention is government sector job, go through the website, go through the employment news, and in that, in general, you had to focus certain areas like the language will be there as a general topic for your competitive examination. Then if it is for general post, then analytical skill is there, symbol and general mathematics will be there. For PSC examination, the historical background of India and Kerala will be there. Then these all points you focus and you learn properly in advance, plan in advance. Okay, that means before just after coming out as graduate, if you try it a little before, then automatically it will be stress free and you will get more benefit than the later. Okay, then coming to if it is higher education, then you find some universities, from starting from central university, then state university, deemed university, then government colleges, aided colleges, self-financing colleges, private colleges, parallel colleges, whatever it may be, the mode of education, no matter, but the quality matters. Okay, then here you see for higher education, which institution you are going to prefer or choose for your higher education. If it is so and so, then what is the next or what is the criteria to get it for higher education? Maybe if it is post graduation, for central university they used to conduct certain test, entrance test, based on the mark they used to decide the students performance. Okay, then if it is other colleges, then see the percentage or index mark based on your their previous admission, the last cut-off mark, index mark. I'm talking in general in addition to the employability. Okay, then coming to the entrepreneurship field. Here, a trend and a tendency in the job market, it came recently regarding the entrepreneurship. It is what student entrepreneurship in Kerala ground. I'm talking about student entrepreneurship since the Koduvally is famous for entrepreneurship. Since if you want to excel in entrepreneurship, you learn the subject properly. Why I'm saying, because if you a learned businessman is far better than an ignorant businessman in the field of business. That means you are studying business, you are studying management, you are studying tax, you are studying accounting, you are studying business law, you are studying management accounting, cost, break even point, cost volume, profit analysis, these all things. If you do the business after studying this all subject, then no one is going to cheat you in the sector concerned. Okay, even if the accountant asks about, or if he cheats by saying some fabricated figures, then you will have ability to correct it. It is not. This is the way to record. Okay, then that is the thing. I was talking about student entrepreneurship. It is what? Earning while learning. Different incubation centers are there. Technology business incubators are there here and there. Some near NITs working as business incubation center. If you have an idea to start a business organization, if you have a business concept or idea, then government is ready to, if it is a feasible, viable and profitable idea, then government will support. Then these business incubators, the technology business incubation center will obviously support you to transfer your ideas into reality. Even by providing interest-free loan, they will support you, and they will I by managerial assistance it is there, financial assistance it is there. Then by all means they will support you to make your dream into reality. That is an important thing. Even if for student entrepreneurs, government is giving even attendance relaxation for students for starting the ventures. That is why government of India started the slogan Startup India, Stand Up India. Okay, these all things are needed. Then I was talking about the another career opportunity, that is on freelancing. That is it was famous in the area of media, the freelancing. Then later it came to shifted to other streams, especially it came to the field of commerce. That means if it is commerce, normally people started thinking about freelancing. The origin, it came in the business field, because instead of appointing a person, an accountant in a business organization, the entrepreneurs and business persons started thinking on giving their account work to different firms and getting it approved and accounted by that individual. Then the burden of appointing a permanent employee will be removed. Okay, even for an accountant or a tax practitioner, then for them it is also convenient, instead of sitting there in their office as private accountant, they can take more work than the common business platform. Here the horizon, it is the area, it is widened because of this unlimited access. That means this freelancer accountant, here he takes the work of different shops, then he makes the accounts, then according to his convenience he submits the reports to the firm. Even if it is freelancing tax consultant, especially during the introduction of GST, the area and the career and employment opportunities has increased into multiple folds, because for every 3 months they shall have to submit the taxation reports to the concerned government authority. For that, an expert it is needed to submit the return. That is why, as I told you earlier, if you are fit and if you love a subject, any subject in commerce, then you can obviously excel in the job market. Don't say it is I'm jobless, I'm unemployed, underemployed, etc. You are unskilled. The answer, if someone says what, I don't have job, then you assume that he is not having the skill of getting job. That is ability of getting a job, that is employability. So make proper action plan to build, to make and to increase your employability and sell yourself in the market. First thing, before selling a product in the market, you have to sell yourself in the job market. That is very important thing. If you are unable to sell in the market, obviously you will be out in the market. So that as a product you have to be properly designed. Okay, then the quality of product as you, it is very important. Then it should be properly promoted by way of different soft skill, by way of different hard skill. Then if it is properly marketed, then it will be highly paid for high price. Okay, that's all about this session. I think I have covered all most of the topics in connection with the employability. So for a commerce students, you improve your hard skill and soft skill, find the employment job market, fill the gap what you have and know what is required. Okay, that's all about this session. Well, first of all, finally, I would like to congratulate the organizers and the participants for conducting this type of wonderful event on the relevant topic. Then especially special thanks to Dr. Nijar, the vibrant, eminent and an energetic faculty member of your department and my friend. Thank you once again. Thank you very much. You are free to contact me. Thank you.
Respected Principal Dr. Bashir sir, and this webinar speaker, and also my friend Mr. Arif sir, Commerce Department HODs Mr. Devadas sir and Deeba miss, and my dear all colleagues and dear students. Today we had conducted a good and very relevant webinar on the topic of employability skill for commerce students. We know that this topic is very relevant in this pandemic situation and present scenario, especially for our KMO students. So, about this topic, Mr. Arif sir very clearly and deeply spoke to us. So, first of all, I would like to thank Mr. Arif sir for this vibrant session. Next, I would like to thank our respected principal, Dr. Bashir sir. He was always support and motivate to conduct this webinar. And very thanks to our HODs for helping me to complete this webinar. After all, very pleasurely, I would like to thank this webinar's all participants, students, and especially my colleagues. One more, thank you so much all kinds of support and your helps, and goodbye all until next webinar. Thank you.